What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? We are back. We are back finally for a brand new episode of The Shy. All right, this is episode 5 called Today Was a Good Day. Shout out to Ice Cube. So basically, the episode starts off with Emmett and his whole journey that it takes to get to work. How he's, bumping into people, just giving money and all this shit, trying to get to work on time. He's on the time crunch, and Sonny comes. He's at the, he finally gets there. And everything all good. Of course, Sonny is trying to chew him out just a little bit. I like Sonny. Sonny is that man in Emmett's life that is kind of trying to put his foot down and give him a little bit of guidance and tell him you just can't be skating through this life for free and all this shit. You gotta, get control of your shit or whatever. You gotta grow the fuck up, okay? Um, Next thing we see Reg and his brother Jake. That's Lil Dre's name. His name is Jake. Okay, and him and the crew is rolling up to this stockyard, and they we see the guy that's supposed to be the head and like the security of it monitoring things. He turns off the security cameras. Okay, you notice that. And I guess he paying them off to go up in there, and they get this one shipping container, and they jump up there. It's a whole bunch of guns up in there. It's literally crates that says ATF. Now you trying to understand how these guns be getting on the fucking streets? Here we go. They showing parts of the way that they black market these guns. They got these Tonka toy truck box that they're using as decoys. So they taking the toys out and they put the guns in there. Lil Rich get out the car and he see all this stuff and he was like, yo, not Lil Rich but Jake. Reg come down and he see him looking. He was like, "What, you want one of them? Can I get one? No, you can't get one. Everybody else getting one. That's because everybody else paid their dues. Okay, now pick these boxes up and put them up in the truck and shit." He give him $100. So instead of just putting the boxes in the goddamn truck, little niggas will be little niggas. Every little nigga on here do some dumb stuff, and that is so fucking true to get themselves caught up or get anybody else caught up. Lil Jake get one of the little guns and he go run behind one of the shipping containers to go take a fucking picture of it like this. I'm like, oh my goodness, and almost got them fucked up because not everyone in that shipping yard is on the take, okay? So one of the security guards just saw him and was about to get him and was like, hey, come back here. Hey, what you doing? And so he running. They looking for him because they all trying to roll the fuck out. And I'm surprised Reg didn't just leave his ass there because Reg got a fucking problem. Like, who hurt him as a child? He looked like the type of nigga that was, you know, um something happened in his childhood, like were you abused? Did you get bullied and you thought that you was the little man on the totem pole? Now you in this gang thug life and everything, and you know, um, you just feel like the big man on campus right now because you get to boss everybody else around and people quake at your voice and shit like that. Something's going on with Reg, and I really would like to know his backstory as to why he's so hardened. Okay, and it's a whole lot of Regs out here, just about in every city where there's a gang at. You got somebody who does a little bit too much when they get a little taste of power, and it ain't even real power. It's just literally a little taste. So later we see Kevin, Papa, they playing video games at Kevin's house, and the mom was like, turn that shit down. They wouldn't turn that shit down. It was like, as much shit as Lil Papa be talking, the mom was like, how your parents doing? My daddy's doing good, ma'am. He about to have a church as soon as he gets some new members. Now, she turned the game off because they wouldn't turn it down and told them to take your ass outside. See, let me just tell you this. The mama did right. I'm gonna be quite honest, okay? You can be mad that you was in the middle of a game and all that shit, and she told you to take your ass outside. You need to go outside. Granted, these days it's so fucked up that in the summertime, especially, you really have to watch your kids. And even if you watch your kids, there's no telling if your kid's gonna come back in the house because that's how dangerous it be sometimes, especially out here in Chicago with the gun violence that be ramping up for no fucking reason when the weather get warm. But back in the day, we used to just go outside. Okay, yeah, you come in, you play a couple little video games, but bitch, most of the time when the summer hit, we ain't in the house playing video games like that. We were always out fucking side, okay? The blocks used to be buzzing, okay? Because we was all on outside, and this is back in the day when everybody fucking knew everybody, okay? These days I don't fuck with none of my neighbors. I ain't got time for that, okay? So, they meet up with Jake. They go to the corner store. They get a little bug. I said, bitch, I thought y'all was finna come in there and get one thing. They getting boxes of shit. Papa just throwing everything up in there. And I think it was Kevin, like, who the fuck gonna pay for all this? Little Jake was like, it's all right. I got this. I got this. And then they go up there and they put the thing up there. They said it's 18.25. He was like, here you go. I got this shit and I want my change back. I said, oh, okay. Jake throwing them nutty bars up there. I said, them shits are good though. Them shits are good. But they getting their feelings because he was checking the money and all that stuff. So they talking shit outside about him checking the shit. And truth be told, whenever you get a large bill, hell, at my job, we get large bills, small bills. We check all of it just to see if it's counterfeit because we have had instances where people literally tried to counterfeit a $5 bill, tried to counterfeit $10 and 20s and 50s and hundreds, so we have to check and see if everything's all to the good. So, they was on their way looking for, they standing outside and little Kevin notices that his bike is gone. I said, bitch, somebody done stole off his bike. Come to fucking find out it's the little girl that keep on fucking with him. Andrea's cousin. Listen, Andrea's cousin, that little chunky bitch, I'm sorry to call her bitch, but mama got some issues, okay? And I don't know what it is, and I want to know her story because she a little much, okay? Last week or the week before that, she was sexually harassing this boy, making Kevin a Me Too hashtag, and I ain't even trying to be funny. When she made him French kiss her, okay, making him hold her hands and all that shit, now she stole his bike. He went and found her where she stay at and, was trying to chase her down, but she wouldn't listen. She wouldn't stop, of course. She trying to get attention. And then, went and found out where she lived at, and it's another part of town where the Wild Boys at, and the Wild Boys is a rival gang, the gang that Jake is in or his brother is in. And that cold conversation with Papa, Jake, and Kevin, it says a lot, and that spoke volumes of how stuff be going on. How they were just so casually talking about him possibly being jumped into this game that his brother is in. And none of the boys were saying, yo, bro, you don't need to be doing that. We need to just stay in school and do all this stuff. They were cool with it. They were cool with it as if that's the only option. And that was a sad moment, but a real moment because it's like, damn, you got a better future. And where is Jake and Reg's parents? Where is, okay, because it looked like Jake was staying with Reg. Where's their parents at? Okay, that's what I want to know. And little Jake almost got his ass toasted because the other boys, they knew who his brother was and knew that he associated with them. So you can't cross here. The other little nigga can cross, but you can't cross here. So Kevin went up into this thing trying to go up and find this girl. This girl come to the door with a baby. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Was that baby hers? Because she said, I took the bike. I borrowed your bike to go buy some milk because I ran out. And she didn't say we ran out. She said I ran out. And I'm like, so is this your baby or what? And that's what kind of made Kevin feel bad for her and let her, continue to borrow his bike. He was like, you can't get your bike back. How the fuck you gonna borrow a bike when I ain't leaning to you? I said, bitch. It was like, you can't do this. And then they sleeping on cots and stuff inside. And it was just a lot that was going on with that whole scene. And this is one of those, another real ass scene that goes on. And it's just fucking sad, especially when you're living in the projects and stuff like that. And I'm one of those people that's, fortunate enough to not have to grow up in the projects. I always lived in the house. So it's just sad. I have friends who lived in the projects and family members who did, but it's just a lot. It's just a lot. Um, Man, what if Cabrini Green was still up? They tried to tear down. They tore down most of the projects around here, and then some of the projects that they still got up, they made into condominiums. Gentrification, all down State Street. If you out here in Chicago, all down fucking State Street. So there's that. Cause my mama And my grandmother and them, they used to live over there in Stateway Gardens before they tore it down. Okay, and this was like years ago, and then they moved over to the south side, further south or whatever. So it is what it is. But moving on from that, he felt a little bit bad for her. He did. So, we got Papa and them sitting at the little block party that they was about to have. And then they noticed that Reg is over there. Reg called Jake over there. And Quinn or whatever, he see them because earlier in the episode, let me just get to this. Quinn is OG, okay? And I'm Team Quentin right now because, he got to come through and see that y'all fucking shit up, okay? The leader, not Reg, but the one that Reg is under, who he took the dog from, Daenerys, he fucking shit up. He don't know how to run his crew because Quentin is seeing this shit. Because this boy is blatantly being disrespectful as fuck, alright? And he's doing too fucking much and he's causing trouble. And that's why he brought that house and he's looking dead at us over there and he's observing every motion and every movement that go on. And he does not give a fuck that they can see him through that window. He goes over there to Sonny and he was like, yo, I need to get the old crew back because I got to get this shit together because I'm tired of the way this shit is popping off. Mind you, Emmy's supposed to be going somewhere. He eavesdropping. Quinn was about to beat that ass but told him to go sweep some. Okay, bitch gone somewhere. So he found one dude out there playing chess, and he found the other dude, JB, up in the mechanics yard or whatever, doing his thing, and they up there looking at them. Reg looking at them. He looking at them like, bitch, I don't give a fuck that you see us looking at you. I hope you do because now you know shit's about to fucking pop off. And I'm not scared of you because I'm OG in this game. I'm finna teach you youngins how to do this shit. Okay? Because at that black party, at the block party, Reg get up in his feelings and see how much of a nigga he is and see something like, nigga, who hurt you? And who the fuck do you think you are? Getting upset at the DJ for playing some decent music, reasonable music for the fucking block party because it's not all just young people or a teenage early 20s type of block party. You got older adults there, you got mid aged adults there and all that stuff. Don't everybody want to hear that ratchet ass music that y'all be playing out here? Talk about some, where's the Lil Herb, where's the King Louis? I don't want to hear that shit, bitch. I don't even know. I've heard their names. They never hear a full song from neither one of them, and it's no disrespect to them, but it just ain't my type of music. And to be quite honest, you can say I don't know, I don't give a fuck what you say. A lot of the Chicago music that's out right now, I don't listen to it because it's all same. That drill music and all that shit is stupid as fuck. It's stupid as fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all all talking about the same thing. Y'all priding yourself for talking about Chirac and all this shit and killing and all this. Bitch, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. But to each his own. To each his own. That's what I'm gonna say, okay? It just ain't my type of thing. Um, I fuck with some Twister, okay, old school Twister and shit like that. Of course, we got Chance the Rapper. I fuck with that. Some little artists out here that's not really mainstream. I fuck with, but all that rap shit and it's just it irritate my soul. But anyway, moving on. He get into a fit, and then Quinn had to come up in there and say, "Bitch, you need to go. I think you need to leave because we got a whole bunch of families out here and we kids out here, and we just trying to have a good time. You think I'm scared of you, old man? You want to do something?" And he pulled up his shirt and he was like showing the gun and all this shit. Now the last time you did this and you stepped to him, he wasn't scared of you when you was at that car. He rolled right past you, bitch. And then you do it again, and Quinn did nothing but get right back up into his face. And he said, I know you not scared of me, but little man right here, your brother, I'm pretty sure he's scared. That shook him just a little slight. Just a little slight. But then Quinn said something in his ear that had Reggie looking like, okay, bitch. Yo, let's roll the fuck out. I said, I know that's the fuck right. You gotta respect. See, that's what these young niggas don't know. They don't know how to respect their fucking elders, alright? You gotta respect the OGs in the gang if you want to do something, bitch. You gotta learn from the past to become fucking greater, bitch. Okay? Learn from their mistakes to go better, and then you get advice from them. These niggas too prideful to do shit like that, alright? And that's in anything. So, that happened. That was fine. Moving on from that. Ronnie go talk to Tracy. Tracy was like, bitch, I don't want nothing to do with you because He brought over the phone from Jason's phone. She was like, "Where did you get it? How did you get it? Don't worry about it. I know the combination." He couldn't get it open. Because she was like, I guess he must have changed the combination. And in the midst of them talking, he get his womb start bleeding, and she figured out, so is this the reason why you couldn't come and you missed dinner that night? Oh, so what did you do to do this? Bitch, I don't want nothing to do with this. Okay, whatever happened to you, it ain't on me. I said, technically speaking, it is, because you told him to go find the person who did this to your son. But he did take it upon himself to actually kill the boy. So I get what you're saying. But you don't understand because you don't know the whole situation. And she told him to get the fuck out. All right? Mind you, Grandma Ethel is just not here for Tracy. Leave that bitch alone. I told you to stop fucking with that bitch. That waterhead ass bitch. Okay? I was like, God damn. Even at the block party, when Quinn was over there talking to Tracy, Mama Ethel said, first of all, don't go over there talking to Tracy. Let her come to your ass. And don't go over there talking to her when he over there talking to Quinn, because that's trouble. And baby, you don't need trouble right now. And the way Tracy looked when Quinn had approached her, and Quinn was like, it was good seeing you. Don't let me find out that this is some Jada Pinkett and old boy who she slept with to get that money for the tuition type of thing on set it off for her brother, and he still didn't even get in. Bitch, they look like, I said, is Quentin Jason daddy? Is that why he, what the fuck? What's going on? Bitch, let me find the fuck out. But moving on from that, um the block party is where everybody meets up at and everybody's having a good time. The best, okay, let me just get Emmett out the way because I was about to skip him. Emmett, he goes over and he's talking to the owner of the corner store son, Simon from How to Get Away Murder, okay? And he was like, yo, so you really wanted to do some shit? He gave him these kicks that he wanted. He remember that's what he wanted from last week. And so he gave him these shoes, whatever, and he was like, yo, I need you to take this van and I need you to go drop this stuff off, pick this stuff up, and then come back. Here's $100 for this. And the way that he did it, he said $100. Yeah, you get $100 when you drop it off, and you get $100 when you come back. You driving to and from. And he just was so, and he was like this. And it was like, what you doing? I'm taking a picture so my cousin to know who come and pick it up, and all this stuff. And I'm like, I got scared for him at a moment. I said, wait a minute. Don't let me find out that you got connections with Reggie and you finna go pick up some guns. Because he said pick up some boxes. And the last time we seen boxes, Reg and them was throwing guns in a little toy box and shit like that. I said, oh, hell no. It just seems suspect as fuck. Emmett get to the goddamn warehouse, that motherfucker is sweating bullets. Okay, it's already hot outside. I guess the van ain't got no AC up in that bitch. But he was scared as shit because them motherfuckers was in there speaking Arabic. They was hollering at each other. They had attitude with each other. It just seemed like they was ready to shoot a motherfucker. And I just was so mad that he came back and he was like, what type of ISIS ass shit you got me into? Oh my God, all the stereotypes. Dude was like, so you just gonna stereotype the fuck up out of me. Come to find out, he had reason to feel that way. Well, to feel scared because he didn't know what was going on and all the movements were suspect. But what was in the boxes was cigarettes. And he was like, people can't afford to pay $14 for these cigarettes because if you know out here in Chicago, the taxes on the cigarettes have went up high. Okay, so that price went up extra. We probably one of the number one, probably the top three highest tax cigarettes cities in the U.S. Which I don't give a damn because I don't smoke cigarettes, and half y'all, you niggas don't need to be smoking that shit. Y'all slowly killing yourselves, but okay. I'm speaking to somebody out there that's smoking a cigarette right now while they looking at this review. Put that motherfucker down, okay, and go do a breathing treatment or some shit. Clear your motherfucking lungs, bitch. But anyway, he was like, people can't afford that. So you take these and you sell these loosies and I say like $4 a pack or whatever. I said, you wait a minute. So they call them loosies out here? I thought we just called them little squares. But I guess you learn something new every day. I thought loosies was just a northeast type of thing, like up there in New York and shit. But cause every time I see a nigga be on the street like loose squares, 25 cents for a loose squares. I like, alright, you can dismiss me with that shit. But moving on from that, Emmett was like, okay, you got your hustle. He was like, I'm a baller. That's how I know how to make this money. Because he sure enough pulled out a wad of money when he was giving Emmett that 100 bill. Um, and then he was like, well, see, what you need to do, you need to get on my hustle. I can get any type of pairs of shoes, clean them motherfuckers up, make them look jazzy as hell, and sell them bitches. And so basically, Emmett comes up with this whole side hustle, like, we need to put our business together and make some money. And they was like, all right, we're going to check that out. So Emmett, he working the thing at the picnic, and, everybody's having a good time at the little block party. Let's just get to Brandon's situation. I feel so bad for Brandon. But Hannibal, his fucking cousin, I love him. So fucking hilarious. First we see them and he's one of them, I ain't gonna say new age, but one of them niggas that from the hood, but he has a really good job at an architect tech firm or something like that. So he's, making it happen. He drives a BMW, he got all this stuff going on in his house. He owns his house probably, and it's all legal. Okay, it's all legal. He went about it the right way, but he one of them niggas that grew up in the hood and ain't afraid to try new shit. The motherfuckers in the yard made the yard look like a whole Buddhist ass palace, doing yoga and trying to come one with the chi and open up your chakras and shit. I was like, all right, come through, Hannibal. He was like, when they was out there talking, he said, bitch, you got a lot of darkness on you, okay? You need to get away from the darkness and get your chi correct and open up your chakras, okay? You gotta get, that's why I stay in the house, because the darkness was following me too. I was sitting here like, damn, Hannibal, this simple as shit. But you got me sitting here like, is my chi and chakras opening right? I was like, okay. Mind you, Hannibal got a whole shed full of fucking weed that he back there growing. All right. One name is Latoya, the other one named Janet, and then the other one named Tito. And then Brandon was like, wait a minute. So you got them named by the Jackson? I was like, yeah. But this one right here, my nigga, this one right here, it's called Godzilla. And I was gonna save it for like the apocalypse or something, but shit, you going through some shit, so I guess we can hit that shit up right now. So they blazing in the yard, talking about the whole thing that happened with Jericho. And Hannibal was just like, quit bitching over this girl. If y'all gonna get back together, y'all gonna be back together. Fuck her for right now, okay? You acting like a pussy, because he kept calling her. That one moment when they get out the car, they get in the car and they pull out, and as soon as they pull out while they smoking weed, the cops pull up on him because he had expired tags. And the shit that they did inside the car, he had them license and registrations already in a fucking bag, a clear Ziploc bag, ready so he won't have to reach in his wallet, okay? And as soon as he pulled up, he said, put that shit out, and they both put their hands up on the thing like this so they can't say shit. I said, I know that's fucking right. You gotta take all fucking precautions to make sure you get out the shit alive. And the black guy came through and he was like, you know what? You just got expired tags. I'm gonna give you a fix-it ticket and you'll be all good. Okay, fine. You notice how he changed the voice and everything? Yeah. Okay, you gotta talk to these niggas like you got sense just to get out of shit. But they just driving around. They go to Sonny's place. Sonny was talking to him, talking to him about the relationship and all that shit. And he was like, as long as you, because he told him, we taking a break. As long as you ain't hit her, you ain't come back with no pregnant baby, you ain't do this and you ain't do that, y'all gonna get back together. All you gotta do is just beg, okay? He was like, you for real? It was like, hell yeah. Because Hannibal was just telling him to fuck that shit. Leave that shit alone. She'll come back whenever she'll come back. Or you can just, he was encouraging him to get with Sarah. And I remember I was telling y'all about Sarah, which is the owner, the chef at the restaurant that he work at, wife/girlfriend or whatever the fuck, the one that keep flirting with him, who gonna get him in some trouble if he tap that shit. And I told you it was a connection, and even Hannibal sees that shit, and he gonna say something, hit her up. If she's sending you emojis and shit, send her some shit back, because you want to hit that. Invite her to the block party, show up with her, and so that if Jericho shows up, she can look salty, and that can make her want to come back to your ass. I said, nigga, this is not gonna work. This is gonna backfire. Please do not listen to him. Sonny said, just fucking beg. I said, bitch, just listen to Sonny, okay? Because he been there, been through all the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And when they left and they go to the block party, Jericho shows up. Brandon runs into him. Before Brandon runs into Jericho, he runs and see Ronnie, because Let me just tell you this. Hannibal and Brandon walking on that bridge, and Hannibal taking his phone, trying to take a dick pic and trying to send it to Sarah. Bitch, you was finna send that shit to Sarah so that motherfucker could get, used as if Brandon wouldn't fuck her, she can use that as sexual harassment and get his ass fired and sued. Girl, Hannibal wasn't thinking, and then come to find out he sent the picture to Jerica. I said, bitch. Now when they get to the block party, cause he told him that he know who shot Ronnie. I mean, who shot Coogee. And he told him the whole situation and how it went down, how he got shot. He don't know if dude's dead or alive. But then when they get to the block party, he realized that Ronnie is alive. And it was like, there you go, right there. He goes up there and he confront Ronnie, and he was like, Ronnie gonna say something. This ain't the time or the place. I was with Brandon, bitch. It is the time and the motherfucking place. You have no right to tell me when I can say something to you about the fact that you killed my brother in cold blood because you thought he killed your son. Bitch, Ronnie gonna tell him that. And he was like, okay, and Ronnie, I wanna feel so bad for Ronnie because it was an honest mistake and he did it off emotions and all that shit, but a part of me don't want to feel bad for him. A part of me understands and a part of me don't want to feel bad for it. I just hate that I'm conflicted like that. And then, Brandon is already hyped up on this emotion and he getting the food and he runs into Jerica. I was like, okay, what you doing down here? Mind you, he been texting her, and calling her and all this stuff and she hasn't been answering. And, he said, my bad about that dick pic, was Hannibal. She was like, I figured that. And that goes to show how close they are. And I'm thinking shit about to get back on. Like they're about to at least have a conversation, talk about what happened and everything like that. And this nigga walks up and he has a plate of food for Jerica. And he was like, yo, here go your food. And then he looked like total opposite from Brandon. And when I say total opposite from Brandon, you can tell that the nigga probably didn't grow up in the hood. He probably grew up where Jerica grew up. Where Jerica and her homegirls grew up. In the suburbs. Oh my God. One of those type of things. And Brandon was looking like, yo, who this? Because, remember, Hannibal said, why don't you bring Sarah to make her jealous? Because she ain't going to show up with nobody. Jerica showed up with another nigga, and Brandon is looking like, ain't this about a bitch? You getting her food and shit. And then when Brandon gets introduced to him, he going to say, oh, that's the guy that keep on calling, right? I was sitting here like, his name is Demetrius. I said, Demetrius, you need to just shut the fuck up and eat your food, okay? Because you just fuck shit up, all right? I don't give a fuck what's going on. I would have shut the hell up because I would have understood and just realized from the body language that I didn't walk into something that I didn't want to walk into. Let me exit that and just let them figure that shit out. You threw salt on the fucking wound indirectly and unknowingly by opening up your mouth, whether you did it on purpose or not, but I think that nigga did it on purpose. I'm about something. That's the guy that keep on calling. And at that moment, Brandon was like, wait a minute. So how long have I been just that guy? And I was like, Brandon, you better tell her. Brandon, you better get her. You better get her. I said, Brandon, just walk away. She was like, Brandon, it's not what you think. I was like, Brandon, you on pure emotion right now. You probably about to knock this little bitch out. Okay? Just turn around and keep on fucking walking. I said, what is it then, Jerica? What is it? You brought another nigga to the goddamn black party, whether you fucking him or not, or interested or not, it's still suspect, and you brought him to a place where you know he was going to be at. Y'all was going to eventually run into each other, so it's like, girl, save your excuses, okay? But poor little Brandon got his little heart hurt. Okay, please don't go off and fuck that white bitch. I'm just saying because she is trouble. She is trouble. Powerful women are trouble sometimes. She can hold that. Girl, no, don't do it. Don't do it. But that was the end of the episode. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. And if I miss anything, put it down in the comments. I've been talking too long today. And you guys enjoy your holiday. It's just a day off for me. I'm sorry. So I don't go back to work till Wednesday. I'm gonna be asleep, alright? Gonna be asleep, and just chilling. I done caught up with everything on my DVR, so I'm all to the good. About to be Netflixing and chilling up in this bitch, okay? With my damn self. But it is what it is. I hope y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all later.